today, the eyes of the world are on Minneapolis as the trial of the former police officer accused of murdering George Floyd begins.
For many, this will be a defining moment for America, with the trial being hailed as one of the most important in US history. In a moment, we're going to be joined by George Floyd's sister. But first, we've also heard from his son about the moment he first learned of his father's death.
It was not even real. It was like a snap of a finger. I just got down on both knees, just collapsed. White comes in there, what's going on? What's going on? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? I kind of got the shaking a lot. I couldn't speak. I was just numb. I was like, man, she said, she looked at the TV, oh my God. And she just turned the TV off. She said, babe, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She just hugged me, real tight, hold me, and then I just couldn't speak.
And in her first UK television interview, we are now joined by George Floyd's sister, LaTonya Floyd, who is in Houston for us. Good morning to you. A hugely significant moment for you, for your brother, of course, for the whole family. What are your feelings today?
Wow. You know what? It's kind of, it's between scary and happy. The scary thing is that we really don't know what's going to happen. Well, not us, but a lot of families and people has been through the same thing that we're going through right now. But believe me, it was not as horrific as this. Okay. So yeah, it's scary, you know, and then I'm happy because, you know what I'm saying, justice will be prevailed. And it's just intense.
I wonder...
It's just intense.
I wonder, as we approach this trial, which, of course, as we say, the world will be watching and watching very carefully, but I wonder what the last year has been like for you and the family, for George's brothers and sisters and his children and his grandchildren.
Right. Well, it's been hell. It has. We don't get to see him. We don't get to hold him, you know, talk to him. It's so painful. Something was taken away from us that I watched come from the hospital. I fed a bottle to, changed diapers, held him at night. Little baby boy, my brother, he's no longer here. He was murdered. That's just bottom line. And it hurts so bad. You know, our family has been going through it. And on this day here, I hope it's the beginning of justice for my family and hopefully everyone who's been through it. And I thank y'all for okay.
It's a huge...
I thank y'all for caring. And I'm just praying that those people will do the right thing. And we all know who those people are. It's just so much I can say.
Yeah. Hugely emotional moment, of course it is. What happened to your brother, of course, sparked worldwide concern. And largely because it was caught on a phone camera. It was filmed, and what happened to him horrified everybody who witnessed it. But that is a piece of film
but one person
you have chosen not to watch, haven't you?
Exactly. Exactly, yes, ma'am. I would be in a mental asylum if I watched that video. I've heard, you know, it's unavoidable to hear things, you know. I could be watching a soap opera on TV or something, and all of a sudden, a broadcast comes on, and I see this man down and my brother face a flash, and I just turn it real quick or run out of the room, you know. And the things that, you know, they say he said, you know, calling for mom and all this stuff like that. I mean, you know, there's no way in God's earth that I could watch something like that. My baby brother, you know, And then there's nothing I can do about it. I can't watch that. I would never watch that.
I don't think anyone could blame you either, LaTonya, at all. 2 weeks ago, the city of Minneapolis reached a settlement with your family and with your lawyer, Ben Crump, in a civil lawsuit, $27 million. Your lawyer said that it's the largest pretrial settlement, showing that the city cared about George Floyd.
They say it's the largest settlement.
Yeah, that line that he mentioned, showing that they care, showing that the city cares about George Floyd. I mean, I wonder what the impact of that settlement is for you and for the family. And do you get the sense that there has been a shift since the tragic situation that occurred last year to your brother? There has been a shift in the way people are treating each other. And do you feel like the city cares?
Yeah. Do I feel like what now?
Do you feel like the city cares?
Say that last part. Yeah, I absolutely do. I really do. Yes, they do. I mean, night and day, I watched on TV Minneapolis walk with signs, screaming, protesting. Now, the other violence and, trash in stores and stuff like that, I can't promote that. I understand they're angry, but that's not what my family's about. We're not the violence and all of that. I don't know, that was a better way to handle it, This is the way I'm handling it, with prayer and tears, But to each his own. But I just don't feel like that was necessary. But, it happened. And yes, they do. Yeah. The city as the people, I can't speak for higher rank. I can't speak for precincts, none of that. But yeah, the people of Minneapolis, yeah. Yeah, I think they care. Absolutely.
LaTonya, you want, of course, justice to be done in this case and
yes, ma'am.
For your brother.
Absolutely.
But what would you like to change more broadly? Because this did spark an international movement about Black Lives Matter,
yes.
About cases of police brutality,
and
about the
all life
treatment
matters.
And about the treatment of individuals and communities. What would you like to see change?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to see a change in the police forces. Not all are the same, but in every state, country, city, there's a Chauvin, whatever. Yeah, there's one of those everywhere, And we can't have a perfect world, you know what I'm saying? So I just want, just a part of perfection, just some peace, the police brutality, just assaulting and, choking and beating and all this, that's not necessary. I want to see all that change. And you know what? It would be absolutely wonderful if racism would just go away, but we know that's not going to happen, okay? Definitely not. Not all the way, but my brother, Dad, he sparked a major movement. It's going to happen, but it's not going to happen completely. But I just want to see world peace. Wow.
Yeah.
World peace.
LaTonya, it's going to be a very emotional, we can see it's already emotional, but very emotional day for you all. And lots of things are going to be discussed about the case and they're going to try and reach the conclusion. I wonder how you will be remembering your brother today.
Well, I'll be remembering our life together, He died at 46, hey, and I've known 46 years, almost 47. I'm 52, be 53 this year. That was my baby boy, When, I want to say I remember, he liked to rap, he was a rapper. And me, I was the gray girl. I loved rock and roll, so, I taught him 2 songs, Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name, and REO Speedwagon, Keep On Loving You. And he fell in love with it, and we used to sing it together all the time. He was 13, 14. We used to sing it together all the time. And the last time I spoke with him, we sung it on the phone. And God knows, I'm telling you, we sung it on the phone together. Word for word. Yeah. Sure enough. We did, and I'm just gonna remember the good times and the bad times. Remember everything. I just wish he was here. You know?
Yeah.
But that's not gonna happen.
Well, LaTonya, we appreciate your
Yeah.
time this morning. Thank you so much. I was interested to hear you use
Absolutely.
the phrase "all lives matter" in that interview.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Absolutely.
because that's in the whole focus on Black Lives Matter, that all lives matter has become quite a controversial phrase, but that's one that you embrace.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay.
LaTonya, thank you very much indeed for joining us. LaTonya Floyd.